what they like. Alright, so we're doing the weekly one-shot. Sleepwalking Papers. The Dreamer's projections have gotten so out of hand that she has been contained within the block. Filter has offered a group of 4 heroes the chance to subdue the projections and awaken the Dreamer so that Vanessa Long may be discharged. Will they succeed? So we have the Dreamer with Team Leader Tachyon, Chrono Ranger, Omnitron X, and Elemental Wrath Absolute Zero in the block. And it's not advanced. Advanced would say advanced, yeah. Thank you, Junta Jest. Bum. All right. So I have no idea what's gonna happen. All right. We're running out of time. All right. So what do we have? We have a fleet of foot, 2 lightspeed barrages, and a sonic vortex. Nice. These are Tachyon's like nuke cards, so to say. Except this version of Tachyon sort of lacks the means of getting bursts in her trash. Chrono Ranger has a bounty board, which is not immediately useful. Iona Prize, draw a card, play a card. Ranger's Mark, which is not immediately useful other than dealing damage, and Terrible Tech Strike, which deals damage. So there's that. We have the ablative coating. We have Defensive Blast, Electro Deployment Unit, Technological Advancement, and you have 2 Frostbound Drains, a Horfire, and a Thermal Shockwave. So this, we don't have the modules or access to them, but we do, like, the base power is good. And when she starts the game, she puts 4 projections into play. And there's nothing else really. At the start of the villain turn, if there are none in play, things get destroyed. Alright, so I have no idea what's going to happen. Here goes nothing. We have the Whippocorn, which is going to stop Tachyon or the thing from dealing damage, the Illusory Demon, the Dark Hero, which sucks, and the Toy Master. Is your team preset for these? So normally, no. You can select whatever villain, team, and environment you want to play. But for the weekly one-shots, it is. And in fact, the decks are fixed. Rather, the RNG seed itself is fixed. So everyone is playing the same game with the weekly one-shot. So it's like it's a challenge, sort of, to play with whatever heroes are here. They said it's not really like meant to just be a hard match, just to try to get you to do different strategies. At the start of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP X psychic damage, where X is the number of equipment cards in play plus 1. So the Whippocorn, when it deals damage, a target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next villain turn. So that's going to hit. So unless the Dreamer plays something that deals damage, which, let's see, that's indiscriminate damage. I think I just revealed that. That's also gonna suck, and that's just putting projections into play. So whoever I decide to hit here, the other person is not going to be able to deal damage. And Chrono Ranger likes to deal damage, but unless I can get a bounty in play, he's not going to be able to get past Dark Hero's damage resistance. I can route the weekly one-shot and develop an optimal strat. You can, but there's a catch in that you have to, if you want to get like the mint, which I can't really show you without leaving the game, which might mess up my chances of getting mint. If you want mint for a weekly one-shot, you need to do it on your first try without even hitting the rewind button to undo something. So you could like cheat and look at what other people are doing and follow their games exactly, or if you want to route the optimal strat, you know, you can get mint yourself and then route the optimal strat, which other people can do. But anyway, so this is going to be able to do 1 damage to something if I wanted to. There's nothing in my trash, there's nothing in my trash, and the damage effects are going to be negated. So the only thing that Chrono Ranger could really do is Ion the Prize to deal damage, draw a card, play a card. And the card I draw could be useful. Tachyon, however, I mean, Fleet of Foot's also going to get everyone to draw a card, but I'm not going to know what that card is. But Tachyon doesn't really have much in the way of damage dealers either. Well, I mean, sorry, let me take it back. She does have a lot of damage dealers. They're usually 1 damage, which is not going to get through the damage resistance here. So the reason I keep pointing out Dark Hero, it's increasing damage dealt by villain targets by 1, but also reducing damage dealt to projection cards by 1. So, like, taking out the Dark Hero first would be nice, if I can somehow manage it. But what's this one doing? At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the non-villain target with the highest HP 4 infernal damage. And when this card is destroyed, destroy 1 hero ongoing card. Also, when she flips, she destroys 4 hero ongoing cards. So even if I got the bounties out, they would get destroyed. So I might not fully want to do that. I don't know. So if I want to try to take out the dark hero, I need to somehow try to do like 5 damage after all the damage resistance. So like Frostbound Drain would be able to do 2, and Elemental Wrath will do 1. So that's 3 damage. I was thinking of doing Technological Advancement with Omnitron X to maybe get the Psychic coating, or not coating, plating, whatever it's called. Because it's not an ongoing, so it's a bit more durable. It reduces Psychic, Infernal, Radiant, and Sonic, and that would help a lot with especially her flip side when she's doing 2 Psychic damage each round. It won't help with the Webcorn's damage. It will help with Illusory Demon's damage, and will help with Toymaster's damage. Slightly though, because Toymaster's damage actually goes up with equipment cards being in play. And I don't remember what all the other projections do. Granite Oni is melee. Grotesque Arachnoid is toxic. Macabre Spectre is the one that really sucks also, but he's psychic. So I think I want to get the psychic plating out like ASAP. And then his power would be able to reveal the top card of a deck, but I don't know what would be the best card. But then, yeah, like, so this would do 1 damage. So, like, Chrono Ranger would be able to do 1 damage, and then Zero can do 3. So Dark Hero would be down to 1. So if I do Fleet of Foot... Oh, but then I can't... I would like to play Sonic Vortex, except Fleet of Foot would not have resolved effects until... until after Sonic Vortex would have been played, so that's not even useful. Like... If I could Sonic Vortex, that would be somewhat nice. I'm thinking too hard, but I'm trying to decide who I don't want to deal damage between Tachyon and Chrono Ranger, and I'm sort of leaning towards Tachyon because she's not really going to be able to get past Dark Hero's resistance, so... And this is highest HP, right? Deal the non-villain target with the highest, so we're gonna hit Chrono Ranger with this. And this is another Toymaster, which is fine. Alright, so now we're gonna see what happens with Fleet of Foot. Fleet of Foot is giving everyone... Okay, yeah, Hypersonic Assault is not going to be able to get through Jim's Hat, the Reactive Plating subroutine, and Modular Realignment, which is not going to be useful. So none of these are going to do damage, so we're not going to actually play any of these. Actually, Hypersonic Assault would hit the Dreamer for 1, which would stop her from dealing damage, but she doesn't have much damage dealing on this side, so we're not going to do it. And each player can draw a card. We get a Nimble Strike, which is 1 melee damage. Sudden Contract, alright, there we go, that's good. Innervation Ray, and a Field Freeze, which Dreamer lacks ongoing cards, fun fact. And we got something that can do more than 1 damage, which is cool, but... Alright, so Jim's Hat. I like Jim's Hat, but it's going to make Toymaster deal more damage, which I might not want to do necessarily. Because Chrono Ranger is currently the highest. Well, oh yeah, they act on the start of the turn. So this is gonna hit Chrono Ranger first, and then either Tachyon or Omnitron next, and then the Whippocorn is gonna hit whoever is the next highest. So actually, if I got out the melee plating, then I could arrange it so Omnitron is the highest, and then the Whippocorn would not be able to stop Omnitron from dealing damage. I'm not sure that's necessarily a good plan. So I think Sudden Contract would be good, because I could get increased damage dealt to Dark Hero card, or rather, not Dark Hero specifically, but by any means. That will help with getting past Dark Hero's damage resistance. And then I would be able to do the 1 damage here, I'd be able to do the 1 damage here, and Absolute Zero would be able to do 2 damage, and maybe also the 3 damage, but that would also hit himself for 3. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's the best play, and I don't want to do Jim's Hat just yet, because that's going to do more damage. Yeah, I think I'm not going to do that just yet. Screw it. I like Jim's Hat. We're going to Sudden Contract. We're going to get, by any means, put next to the Dark Hero. Hit the Dark Hero. And then hit the Dark Hero. Come on. Alright, Compound Bow. Compound Bow. Compound Bow. Alright, so I'm going to Ablative Coating. And reveal the top card of a deck. So Tachyon can't deal damage currently, so I don't want to reveal from her deck. Omnitron's usually the safest, but... And I could also just discard whatever card. Hey, Neppy Cross, don't spoil anything! Just so we're up front. You got a Nearmint. I don't know. I'm trying to figure things out. I feel like I would like to try to get Zero's things out. So what would we be doing here? Wait, where's the one that... Oh, this will allow me to get By Any Means back into play. If I want it. I might not necessarily want it. I mean, I think Chrono Ranger is getting a lot of card plays with Jim's Hat anyway. I don't know. I want to do 0. I'm just going to do 0. Aha! 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 Okay. So, Frostbound Drain, I can hit Dark Hero for 3, which will destroy him. I will hit myself for 3, but then I can hit something else for 2. Sound good? Sound good. Sounds good. Yeah. Yay, we got past the damage resistance. Woohoo! And which of these... This one's doing the most damage. This one's not doing as much damage just yet, but it's also gonna, it's like they're gonna do 2 with, no, they're doing 3 with the null point, so it's not as good, but the Illusory Dream is slightly worse, and it's stopping me from playing ongoing cards. Then again, ongoing cards are gonna get destroyed anyway when Dreamer flips. What does the, is there anything in the environment that could be like useful? Lowest HP 2, start of environment, reduce all damage by 2, second lowest, which will be a projection, nothing, Nothing. 3 inmates, which is what? Yeah, when this enters play, 3 inmates. Start of environment, second highest. Increase damage to agents, reduce damage dealt to agents. So this is going to get 3 inmates. And all the inmates act at the start of the turn. So they're not really, there's not really anything that's going to destroy things right away. Unless the filter officer comes out. But no, the filter officer would hit something else. So there's still the issue of having to be able to, I don't know. I have 1 burst in my trash. So I can do one target 3 damage with Sonic Vortex, which probably isn't going to be as useful. I could probably, if I, let's see, so Supersonic Response is going to do 2 and 2 if I target the right thing, so I could probably utilize that. So Toymaster's going to hit Chrono Ranger, and then Toymaster's going to hit Tachyon, so that Whippocorn hits Omnitron for 0. So I should probably hit this Toymaster in the hopes of Tachyon taking it up. This is my problem. I try to think 1 round in advance, and I'm too slow. Alright, no cards in the environment trash. This is also going to do 0 to Omnitron. Yay! We got past that round. And I could actually Hypersonic Assault and hit everything. I don't think I want to do that though. We wanted a Supersonic Response to Toymaster. Everyone draws a card. You draw a card. You draw a card. You draw a card. Everybody draws a card. Woohoo! So I can play 2 cards. I could play Compounded Bow, and I want to save Hypersonic Assault for when she flips to prevent all that damage. I could do, let's see, so I could, I don't have the, It's just 1 damage to Dreamer? No? What? What terrible things are we expecting? Select 1 bounty card from your trash and put it into play. Deal 1 target 2 projectile damage. Oh, 1 projectile damage. I could put that on like the Grotesque Arachnoid, and then I could Compound Bow to do 2 and 2, and then 0 would take it out. I'm not sure that I'm fond of this plan. I got another Sudden Contract, and then I could do 2 and 1, or I could Sudden Contract. So like I could, you know, so bounty board. I could get all the bounties from my deck into my hand, or from the trash into my hand, if I just keep drawing Sudden Contracts. I don't know how many are left though. 2 are left, and I could maybe draw more. So I could just keep playing them, destroying them, and then bounty board to get them all back in hand, and then Jim's Hat will help with getting them all back out. Good plan or best plan? So yeah, I keep wanting to think about like, so if I Sudden Contract for, what's the one? The ultimate target. I can ultimate target and then Terrible Tech Strike and then base power. So that would be 3 and 2 and 2. That would do 7. So I could take out the Whippicorn myself. I could also reduce the Grotesque Arachnoid to 1. And then have someone else take it out. I could also just Terrible Tech Strike like the Whippicorn. Or no, I could Terrible Tech Strike on the Grotesque Arachnoid and then do the 1 damage on something else, but that seems like a waste. So what are other people gonna do? We have another technological advancement. And since I've done this and I've done that, I don't know, these decks are no longer fixed, by the way. I like Electro Deployment Unit. I want to make sure I won't take damage though. Like that, if I'm gonna play a component, that's probably the component to play, because then I could play either Innervation Ray or Technological Advancement to get whatever component I would want. Whenever I'm dealt damage of a type currently reduced, I deal 1 target 2 damage of that type. I'm not really sure. Because I could Electro Deployment. So what's currently going on? So Omnitron's the highest currently. So Toymaster's going to try to hit him for 3 + 1, which is 4. Unless I destroy you. And then Dreamer's turn, and then so this is currently going to go against Omnitron, and then Whippicorn is going to go hit Chrono Ranger currently. Which I don't want. But then again, yeah. Well, I mean, I could destroy the Whippicorn and then I don't have to worry about losing damage dealing. On the other hand, the Grotesque Arachnoid is doing 3 targets, 2 toxic. But the Toymaster's also doing a lot. I still lack the thingy. The fire thingy. I could Horfire. Let's see, Frostbound Drain, I could also do that, but that would be more damage lost. So I don't necessarily want to do that. But everyone's all like, deal damage. Well, this will do 3, right? This will do 2 to something. Like, I'll recover 2, I'll hit something for 2, and I deal myself, well, a net loss of 0. So I'll regain 2 HP, hit something for 2. This is lose 3 HP, hit something for 3. And base power is 2. So, yeah, I guess the better play for 0 is to take out the Toymaster himself. And Chrono Ranger could take out the Whipcorn himself. So the question is whether I can deal with the Grotesque Arachnoid and Illusory Demon for this round. And I think I will. So Omnitron, I think, is going to just play the Electro Deployment. Or, yeah, well, Illusory Demon's going to hit him for 4 Infernal. Which isn't really good, because I want him to take less than 5 damage. If I put out the Infernal thing, then he's not going to be reducing Toxic, but currently... yeah, the other 3... Well, shoot. Yeah, if Chrono Ranger take, or if Omnitron takes 2, and then he'll be tied for lowest, so I can get the other 3 people to take the Toxic, if I want to. So I might actually go and... Oh, I don't actually have it. I would have to draw for it, which I really didn't want to do. Because the ultimate plating I would like to have on him is the Temporal Shielding. This will reduce the Infernal damage by 2. Yeah, that's probably a bit better. So yeah. So Sudden Contract. Oh, I forgot this does 1 damage. This changes everything. Sudden Contract for... I keep forgetting what it is. Ultimate Target. And then I can do 2, and then 2 and 3, and then I can hit something for 1. That doesn't really change anything. It just... I forgot about this effect. But yeah, Sudden Contract. ultimate target. Increase damage dealt by Chrono Ranger to that target by 1. The Whippicorn. And then hit the Whippicorn. And then Terrible Tech Strike. This. And then the Whippicorn again. And the ultimate target is the only one that doesn't get destroyed when... Oh, that is a cool effect. I can destroy it with Jim's hat though, so that's fine. Alright, so... I'm not worried about the time-crazed prisoner, because he's doing 0 to the second highest. Right, because that's... yeah, there's nothing in the trash. So, we can worry about that guy later. So where do I want to send this one? Oh, I could actually... I could Horfire. Or with Illusory Demon. Ooh! Kinky. Okay. Just noticed. Yeah, I forgot about this thing. I've kind of not really been worried about ongoing cards, because it's like, yeah, he's going to destroy it, but so will Dreamer when she flips, so... So 2, and then if I do Horfire, then I can regain 2 on 0. So actually, then 0 could take the infernal damage. Who was I gonna kill with 0? I forgot. The Toy Master, right? Yeah, like Toy Master is bad with Omnitron and 0 and Chrono Ranger. Yeah, so I want to hit the Toy Master, and then I could Horfire and base power to kill the Toy Master. Sorry, I'm really slow. I think too much. I was watching Ronway play the last one shot, and he was just like playing cards without thinking. I'm like, how? Alright, so since, yeah, if 0's gonna take the Infernal, then Omnitron will be tied for highest for Grotesque Arachnoid, so it's better for him to reduce Toxic. Plus, these guys mostly do Toxic, don't they? Toxic and Fire and Electric and Melee. Did I say Toxic? I meant Melee. They mostly do Melee, but no, here's Electric. Electric, when I say Lightning. Fire, Toxic. Projectile. Melee. And that's it. A variety of damage, none of which are shared. Okay. Actually, this is projectile too. So Blade of Coating is actually good for the block, other than the fire and cold. Or fire and lightning. I can't even think coherently. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna this. And I did 0 last time, that worked well. But I think I'm gonna try Omnitron this time. At the start of your turn, deal up to 3 targets, 1 lightning. I'll do that, sure. Slip through time! Alright, so now I can Horfire. 2 on the Toy Master, and then base power to do 2. So the first one is cold, so I want to hit 0 for that. And then the second on the Toy Master. And then hit the Toy Master. Who's considered to have the second highest? We'll hit Omnitron for total negativity. Reveal cards from the top until 3 inmates are revealed. So we have Char. And we have the Imprisoned Rogue. And we have the Imprisoned Rogue. Well. Here's a fun and exciting match. And we have another Dark Hero. Sick. This is doing 1 more damage than expected. But 0 can take this because I don't want Omnitron to lose his things. And the order does not matter here, and Omnitron's not losing his thing. Okay. So, fun fact, Char is taking damage -2, and he's also hitting everything for 2 and 2. Oh, actually no, shit. It's not reduced damage dealt, it's increased damage dealt by. Oh my god. Oh my dearie lord. Oh, and it's also increasing time crazed. Okay. Dreamer is no longer a priority. So, Time Crazed Prisoner is going to do the second highest 10 melee. And Char is going to do everyone 4 and 4. Okay. Start environment to destroy the agent with the highest HP. Of course, they're not agents. Okay, so what do? You know, this would be a great time to have the whatever it is. I don't remember what it is. The thing that does things. Synaptic interruption, that one. Also, there's something stuck in my sock that's irritating me. Well, Sonic Vortex will hit 2 things for 3 and 3. I could Displaced Armory for Temporal Grenade. So deal up to 3 targets, 1 energy, destroy 1 ongoing or environment, and then destroy this card. So I would probably destroy Char with that, I would think. Cause I mean, it is gonna hit all of us. It's gonna hit all the projections, but with Dark Hero it's -1, and it's gonna hit the Dreamer for 2 and 2 unless I redirect it, which I mean, I want to destroy Char and Time Crazed Prisoner first. Those are the priorities. If I can destroy Imprisoned Rogue, if I can't destroy, well, Okay, no, yeah, with Sonic Vortex I can do 3 on the Time Crazed Prisoner. With Temporal Grenade, I can take out the Time Crazed Prisoner with the 1 damage, and I can destroy Char. So that's probably the best plan as far as these go. It's not as bad as I had thought. So now I need to figure out how I'm going to deal with the second Dark Hero, as well as, you know, I still need to take these projections out, because I need to destroy all of her projections in order, like, if there are no projections in play, do things. So Sonic Vortex, I could do 2 to the Dark Hero. I could Displaced Armory to get the Temporal Grenade, and I can Ranger's Mark to do this, get the same bounty as I had last time by any means, to get +1 on the Dark Hero, and that's also going to do damage, right? Because yeah, deal 1 target, 1 projectile, so that will do 1 to the no, it will do 2 to, yeah, it will do 1. Never mind, because it's negating the damage reduction. So Sonic Vortex will take it down to 3. Ranger's Mark will take it down to 2. And then the power will take it down to 1. Or does Displaced Armory also deal damage? It also deals damage. So I could do 1 with that, and then the base power will do, or not the base power, the Temporal Grenade will be able to hit it for 1. So that will take care of the Dark Hero. It will also take care of the environment cards. So then Omnitron and Zero can do whatever they want, and I still have the Gaussian Coil Blaster, and I could Technological Advancement with my card play from the Electro Deployment units to get something that can deal damage. And Zero is still lacking the thingy. I could Cryo Chamber so that if I decide to Frostbound Drain again, it does less damage, or Thermal Shockwave to do less damage, but I don't know. I think that's the best plan for now, and if I draw more cards, I will probably be able to figure out better options. But I think it's definitely Sonic Vortex time. And draw cards. HUD Druggles. Dead or alive? Disruptive flechettes. Isothermic transducer! Okay. And lightning reflexes, good. Alright, so we don't want to destroy this because Illusory Demon is going to destroy it itself. And I don't plan on playing it currently. Yeah, I would rather it be fodder. So skip. So actually, I don't want to displaced armory first, right? I want to Ranger's Mark first. You like watching this because you tend to stream this before you go to bed so you can chill out. Well, I'm glad. Do you like this? Do you like this? Yeah, so I want to get this in play first. So Ranger's Mark, select a bounty from your trash, put it into play, and deal 1 target, 1 projectile. So Ranger's Mark for by any means to put next to the Dark Hero. And then I can hit the Dark Hero. And then I can displaced armory to get the Temporal Grenade. And then hit the Dark Hero. And then I will Temporal Grenade. Deal to 3 targets 1 energy. So first, the Dark Hero. And then the Time Crazed Prisoner. And then so what is the best thing to hit? Here's another 10 minutes of thinking. So this is gonna do 1 to 3 things. So probably like Illusory Demon, Grotesque Arachnoid, and 1 of the Imprisoned Rogues. Because these increase damage dealt by inmates, but... Oh. Well, we're gonna have a fun time. When this card enters play, destroy all inmates. Well, that's probably not gonna come out. Defensive Displacement is going to probably be terrible. And then Time Crazed Prisoner is at least easy to kill. So there's nothing coming out from the environment that's going to affect things. Other than, like, gross damage reduction. Ooh, Defensive Blast is not good in this game. Just saying. Oh, I could also slip through time. I could self-sabotage to get her to flip faster. Cause I mean, I don't really like destroying the components, but I mean, it would get her to flip faster, and really we want her to be flipped in order to be able to win the game. But once she flips, she's going to do bunches of psychic damage, so... I mean, I would like her to flip on the same turn that we have... Or not on the same turn, but I would like her to be flipped before Defensive Displacement comes out. Because then she's not hitting us for anything. It'll be tough to get through the damage resistance, but... at least we won't be taking damage. On the other hand, lots of projections will come out. Lotses. Lotses. I mean, so... I would like to get the Isothermic Transducer out at some point. But then I'm not doing extra damage this turn. Other than the 2 cold. I could get out Thermal Shockwave, and then I could hit 1 for 1, 1 for 1, 1 for 1, and then hit myself for 3. Which is even more damage resistance. Or, not resistance, but damage loss. But it would be 1 across 3, but I'm only dealing with 2 targets, so I'd probably rather do 2 to 1. Gaussian's gonna do 1 and 1, and... I could play Innervation Ray, and then I could play Self-Sabotage, which will destroy my... Or I could destroy as many as I want, but I could destroy 3 of them to do 6. So if I'm going to do that, I probably want to keep the technological advancement. So I would be playing the innervation ray and then losing these 3, and then yeah, so that will do 6. This is going to do 1. So I could hit the grotesque arachnoid for 1. Then the illusory demon's going to take 1 from Omnitron's start of turn, and it can take 2 from 0, and it could take 3 if I were to Frostbound Drain. Yeah, so I think we're gonna do that. So what did I just say? What did I just say? Oh god. 6 to the arachnoid. So I hit it for 1, and Omnitron can hit it for 1. And destroy Char. We did it! Okay, so we want to play the innervation ray. I want to hit the arachnoid. I want to hit the demon. And I'm gonna hit the rogue. And then we can, some of us can gain HP. So I'm just gonna do up to 3 targets. So I'm gonna do everyone who's not named Omnitron. And then we're going to self-sabotage, destroy the 6 components. Hit the grotesque arachnoid. Alright, so since I destroyed my shit, I'm gonna look at the top of my deck. Shuffle your deck, trash into your deck, draw a card, play a card. Sure. Ooh! See, defensive blast is not worth it. Because I'm hitting each non-hero target for 1, including the Dreamer, fun fact. And disruptive flechettes is not worth it, because it's hitting everyone, including the Dreamer, fun fact. And there's nothing that's going to hit Omnitron. So it's sort of like I want to play technological advancement. Like, I could do this. So if we're going to take out the illusory demon, then I'm probably going to want to reduce psychic damage, right? Alright, so hits 3, yeah. One of these days, I will be fully set up. We did it! That was the only ongoing card. So she's gonna flip and destroy nothing. Destroy all inmates! Good thing I didn't try to take those out. She's flipped. Treacherous Ape. Deals Psychic, which is gonna hit everyone but Omnitron. And then that's gonna hit everyone but Omnitron. That's going to reveal projections. Toxic. Psychic. Wow, that was a good time to get the Psychic reduction out. This is gonna hit Omnitron for 2, but that's okay. I mean, I don't even have any components out. But this is a lot of damage, dudes. Omnitron's like, what's going on? Why are you all hurt? Alright, so you know when's a good time to play Hypersonic Assault? Like, right now? I could Sucker Punch the Treacherous Ape. I could play HUD Goggles, Lightning Reflexes, Hypersonic Assault, and then Sucker Punch a Macabre Spectre. Because when a target other than this card is destroyed, restore this card to its maximum HP. So this would reduce damage dealt across the board. Of course, there's a 50-50 chance of the defensive displacement coming out, which will reduce all damage by 2 anyway. If only I knew what was on the top of the deck. I could. Oh! Actually, no. Oh, man. Oh, man. Like, I could look at it with Omnitron, but if it's a defensive displacement, it's going to get destroyed because there's no inmates in play anyway. So that's not going to work. Either well, if I play Hypersonic Assault, they're not doing damage this turn for sure. If I don't play Hypersonic Assault, you know, there will be damage next turn. Tachyon could die. Probably will die. Fun fact. Light Speed Barrage isn't going to do that much. It's 2. And this is going to destroy an equipment when it's destroyed. So if I want to destroy this, I should destroy it first. Because, like, I mean, I could play HUD Goggles, then I could play Lightning Reflexes, and then I could Hypersonic Assault, and then I could Sucker Punch, and then whenever the Treacherous Ape gets destroyed... Oh, no, actually, it's not that, because we also have Jim's Hat. And the Temporal... Oh, right. We have a lot of equipment. I don't know why I thought HUD Goggles would die. I mean, I feel like Hypersonic Assault is probably the best bet. Alright, so what are other people doing? Move all bounty cards from your trash into your hand. Deal 1 target, 1 projectile, and 1 damage of a type of your choice. Up to X targets 2 fire damage, where X is the number of bounties. There are 0. Place a card next to a non-hero target, regain 1 HP, draw a card, destroy. Deal 1 target, 1 projectile, draw a card, play a card. So, little instances of damage, but other than the Grotesque Arachnoid, they're pretty low on HP. I don't really know what I want Omnitron to do. And 0... Oh, son of a bitch. I would want to play Sub-Zero Atmosphere, except she's playing 2 cards at the end of her turn, and they would act immediately anyway, so this would stop one thing from acting. Because they all... Actually, no. The Toy Master acts immediately. So... Well, either way, I think the Treacherous Ape needs to go, like, fast. It needs to go this turn for sure. Unless... Or actually, no, because if I'm Hypersonic Assaulting, it's not a priority. If I'm Hypersonic Assaulting, then I could do things like Thermal Shockwaving. What do the... Oh, an agent's not going to get played. Either damage is reducing by 2 or Time-Crazed Prisoner is going to come out and... It's not going to do anything immediately. It will destroy Lockdown. But it's not going to do anything immediately. But it's, whenever it does act, it's going to do 13 damage, the second highest. It's going to kill whoever's the second highest. Alright, still not sure what I want to do. HUD Goggles, probably, yeah, because Treacherous Ape, when it gets destroyed, it's going to destroy something. HUD Goggles, Lightning Reflexes, Hypersonic Assault, and Sucker Punch. That's probably the best sequence of cards. Or do I want to Sucker Punch the Treacherous Ape? No, I don't. What did it say? Macabre Spectre. Set Macabre Spectre's HP to 3. Was that what that said? I kind of missed the text. I don't want to rewind because I will lose it. Everyone draws a card! You draw a card! You draw a card! You draw a card! Okay. So I think that I am the prize. I could do this to hit Treacherous Ape. My Macabre Spectre's already at full, so nothing's going across the board other than potentially Thermal Shockwave, but I think I do want to get Isothermic Transducer out. Anyway. Treacherous Ape when it's destroyed, destroys a card. I probably will use HUD goggles because I don't think Tachyon's gonna last for long. I could also just keep it in play, but then it's probably gonna act on Tachyon's turn anyway because the Hypersonic Assault effect expires before Treacherous Ape acts? Question mark? I mean, Dead or Alive would give me 1 more HP, but it's probably not going to matter that much. Compound Bow will do 1 and 2, or 1 and 1. I don't know why I said 1 and 2. Wasn't there something that did 1 and 2? Oh, it was. Wait. Oh, it was a one-shot, is what I'm thinking of. I'm just gonna eye on the prize because I don't see, like, I can't. I could get these back in hand with Bounty Board, and then I could play one, but then I wouldn't be able to play eye on the prize anyway. So I'm gonna eye on the prize, deal 1/1, and nothing has across the board damage. So I'm just gonna take out the Treacherous Ape now, and then decide what I want to destroy later. Also, that was interesting that Treacherous Ape is not one of the cards listed to act. I could destroy Temporal Shielding and then Technological Advancement again, but that seems like a bit of a waste. I would like Omnitron to do things. If I destroy Jim's hat, I don't get a second play. If I destroy HUD Goggles, I don't get a second play, but I'm probably going to pushing the limits maybe, and then I have another Sonic Vortex. If I keep HUD Goggles, I could Sonic Vortex and then Lightspeed Barrage someone with high HP. If I destroy a Null Point, then I lose HP recovery, but I have another one in hand. I would like to get the other equipments out, but I mean, the game's not... I need to do things. I should not be wasting time on setup. So I don't know. I could just destroy Null Point because I can get it back. Play this next to a thing when this when the target would be destroyed. Put it on the bottom of its deck instead. Yeah, let's put this next to a projection. Alright. Still 2 card plays. I mean, the Macabre Spectre needs to go, for sure. I could Bounty Board, since I have 2 of these cards. I could Bounty Board. And then I could hit the Macabre Spectre for 1. I could either play one of the bounties, which seems like a bit of a waste. I could play Danny Boy. Unfortunately, Danny Boy's not going to do that much more. I could Bounty Board to increase damage dealt to Grotesque Arachnoid. I could hit it for 1. I get a second card play. I could play Compounded Bow. I would be able to do 2 and 2 to it. That would take it down to 1. So it just needs to take 1 point of damage. So I could Rocket Punch to do 2 to the one and 1 to the other, which would take out the Grotesque Arachnoid. And then I would do 2 to the Macabre Spectre, so Omnitron could do 2 to it. So what was that? Actually, no, I can't. Ugh, because I have 2 card plays. I want Chrono Ranger to play 3 cards. Put a bounty from your trash, or put all bounties from your trash into your hand. This would. Oh, I know what I was thinking. I was thinking it was put it into play. That's not the card I was thinking of. This would do 1 to the Grotesque Arachnoid. If I were to put damage +1 next to it, Chrono Ranger could hit it for 2 to take it. So this would do 1 to it, so it'd be down to 6. I could Chrono Ranger to do 4. Omnitron could Rocket Punch. But that's still not going to kill it. I could slip through time, look at the top card of a deck, and then on my play card and power I could Rocket Punch and then Rocket Punch. So I could look at the top card of a deck and maybe it will give me some use, but that's a bit random. And 0, we've already played a lot of those things, so 0 is not going to be able to do more damage other than Thermal Shockwave, but... I think ideally Rocket Punch, the first hit is going to kill the Grotesque Arachnoid. The second hit does 1 to the Macabre Spectre so that 0 can do 2 and kill it. That's the goal. So how do I get that done? This is going to do 1 and 1. That's not any better. You don't want that. That's not going to help. That's not going to help. I think my best bet is to... I mean, because it's not doing damage currently, so I could just leave it out. Because I'm not going to win if I destroy it. I would like to have it destroyed, but... So I'll get the bounties back, I'll put a +1 next to it. I'll base power to do 2 to it. This will have done 1 to it, so it'll be down to 4. I will slip through time. I will look at the top card of a deck. I'm not sure which just yet. And then I will play Rocket Punch, and then Rocket Punch to do 3 to it, and then take Macabre Spectre down by 1. So bounty board. Hit the Arachnoid. And then increase damage dealt to the target by 1 on the Grotesque Arachnoid. And then hit the Grotesque Arachnoid. Hunter and hunted. That's gonna go well. Okay. So, slip through time and look at the top card of a deck. I could look at the top card of Dreamer's deck, but I think Dreamer's getting enough card plays on her own, fun fact. So let's think about... I have not played a Tachyon card. So Accelerated Assault would hit Dreamer for 1, but would also hit the Arachnoid for 1 or 2, and then I'd be able to destroy it with Rocket Punch. Blinding Speed, Lockdown would get destroyed anyway, so that's not going to help terribly. Fleet of Foot, everyone draws a card. Hug Goggles is already in play. Hypersonic Assault has already been played. Lightning Reflexes, I could play more cards, but my Speed Barrage is not going to be that useful. Nimble Strike, Pushing Limits, Quick Insight, Research. Yeah, I don't think there are cards I really want her to play. We have 3 Displaced Armories, which would allow me to hit the Arachnoid. We have Iron the Prize, deal damage. We have Hunter and Hunted, 2 of these, which would not immediately act, but it would potentially hurt him more. Although no one's well, no, the projections that get played are still going to deal damage, unfortunately. Each player may discard a card, deal damage, play this next to a target. This is a power. Select a bounty from your trash. There's none in my trash, but it would do 1 damage. Search your target for a bounty, put it into play, deal 1 damage. This is a power, not immediately act. Damage, damage. Power, not immediately act. So there are a lot of good cards in Chrono Ranger's deck, but there always are good cards in Chrono Ranger's deck. I could try to get Omnitron more set up. I could try to get Zero more set up. But if I see Cold Snap, that's not going to go into play. I mean, I could play Cold Snap, and then I could destroy it with Field Feast, so I could hit everyone for more, including Dreamer. But like, so... Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm slow. Ugh, I overthink things. Alright, here. Chrono Ranger, you can play a card. It's a power. Go and play. Alright. Rocket Punch. Rocket Punch. I overthink things. I just don't want to lose. I'm especially stressed in mint games, or weekly one-shot games. Alright. Well, I'm gonna get out the isothermic. Reduce all damage by 2! Whee! Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1! X is the number. Oh, you're prevented from dealing damage. Reduce damage by 2! Ho ho! That was not the round to play that card. Okay. Well. And you're destroying equipment when you destroy. Hypersonic, the terror is 1 shot. Well, deals each non-villain target X psychic, where X is the number of projections in play plus 1. There were 2 projections, I think, when it was played, maybe? So it's gonna do everyone 3, minus 2 is 1, so yeah, I guess that was fine. For it to not deal damage. How many bursts are in my trash? 3? So Lightspeed Barrage can do 1. Or I could Nimble Strike for nothing and then Lightspeed Barrage. Or I could Sonic Vortex for 1 across the board, because there are 3. Except Granite Oni already has damage reduction. Why does it not destroy? Oh, because there weren't any inmates in play. This gets destroyed at the start of the environment turn if there are no inmates in play to destroy this card. So I could actually keep it in play by playing the Time Crazed Prisoner on Omnitron's turn. Time Crazed Prisoner is going to deal the non-inmate target with the second highest HP 10 melee damage, which is Chrono Ranger. So that's probably not a good decision. Well, I think pushing the limits is a good decision, right? Because it gets me 1 more card draw. And it's not affecting my card play. So yeah, I'll do that. I don't know how I'm gonna get through Granite Oni's resistance. I don't think I can get through -3. I hardly think I can get through -2. Like, I could play Sonic Vortex and Lightspeed Barrage to take out the Treacherous Ape. And the Grotesque Arachnoid. And then the Granite Oni is just kind of gonna be sitting here wailing on non-villain target with the lowest HP. Oh, you're a douchebag. Fortunately, that's gonna be the Time Crazed Prisoner. Yeah, -3 is a lot. This is gonna get destroyed, and Granite Oni is gonna attack the Time Crazed Prisoner. So I have that going for me. So I don't... I guess I could just take these out on Tachyon's turn. I mean, it's a waste of these things, but I mean, I'm not trying to do like a bunch of damage at once with Tachyon. I want to do a lot of damage across the board, but not at once. I could. Oh, I can actually attack the Dreamer with this because it's not going to hit her because -2, but it's still going to reduce damage dealt by her by 1. That is a good call. Good call. Good call, dude. I don't know why I said good call. Lude made a good call. You still have the +1. I forgot about that. So Sonic Vortex will definitely take out the Grotesque Arachnoid. I mean, that wasn't even a... Treacherous Ape actually is not even doing anything right now. But I have to do 3 damage at once in order to hit it. And no one really has that. Zero used to have it. It's gone now. I mean, the only thing I can think of would be to... Like, if I want to keep my Lightspeed barraged as for the next turn, because then I could take out 2 projections, maybe? If I do Nimble Strike and Sonic Vortex, then I'll get 1 more burst of my trash. Then these would do 4 damage, which would help with taking out whatever projections pop up, assuming that Tachyon even survives, but... I still have the ultimate target. But I was gonna stun thing. I was gonna do the stun attack. So the only way that I would really be able to capitalize on it? The unfortunate thing... Oh, if I was... the only way I would be able to take advantage of it is if I Danny Boy. But then I don't do the stun bolt. That weapon is the stun bolt, by the way. I don't care what it's called. It's now the stun bolt. Yeah, I don't see a means, because reduce damage, deal 1 damage of each type, 2 damage, start of turn, whenever I'm dealt damage, 2 damage, draw a card, play a card, draw a card, play a card, search your deck for a plating or component. So Omnitron's not doing it, and 0 is not going to be doing it. And if I don't destroy it by Tachyon's turn, it's going to do 2 damage to Tachyon. With my luck, 2 Dark Heroes are going to get played, so it's going to do 4 damage to Tachyon, and Dreamer is going to do 3 damage with everyone. Yeah, so if I want to destroy the Treacherous Ape this turn, I will need to Lightspeed Barrage it. I can't work out a better means. If I had focused apertures, then I would be able to do more with that base damage, enough to destroy the Treacherous Ape. I could try to get it with Omnitron's power, but that's not a guarantee. And none of Omnitron's cards are gonna help. And none of your cards are going to help unless I don't stun bolt the Dreamer. Okay. Actually, no, I could bounty board... No, sorry, I can't. Actually, no, I can. This will get into trash. I could bounty board to get it back. I could play it on the Treacherous Ape. I could stun bolt the Dreamer. But I'm still not... Oh, because it'll be down to 1 by Tachyon, and then I could hit it with 0 for 1. Yeah, that should work. And then a valiant effort, Tachyon. And then this for the card draw. Valiant effort, Tachyon. Oh yeah, and we're drawing more cards. I always forget this. I make all these decisions and then they all change when I draw a card that changes things. When that card is destroyed, I can destroy. Oh. I forgot about that. You know, I really don't know all of your bounties. I'm sorry. When that target leaves play, I may destroy a card with 4 or fewer HP. That will help with projections. That will really help with projections. I forgot about that. Alright, so I think we wanted to draw by any means back, so I have to bounty board for it. Valiant effort. And then by any means increase damage out to the target by 1. I mean, that's... I would like to keep that for Granite Oni, though. Ugh. Whatever, I could Lightspeed Barrage it, maybe. Alright. I don't really know what I want to do here. Oh, I can also Rocket Punch to take out the Treacherous Ape. Which doesn't really matter. I'll get this out, and maybe I'll keep it in play. And I'm just gonna look at the top of my deck. This will also take out the Treacherous Ape. It will do 0 to everyone else. But there's not really a point in doing this, right? Yeah. I mean, the alternative is I could, like... No, I'm not going to be able to do anything with this. I'm just going to trash it. Whatever. That's a good one. That will help get through Granite Oni. Treacherous Ape's going to destroy something. I could just put out a cryo chamber and let it get destroyed. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do that. All right, 3 to go, right? Surprise! All right. Thank you, Chrono Ranger. Omnitron's like, why are you guys hurt? What's going on? Oh, this will help with bursts. This will help a lot with bursts. More than half of my hand are bounties. That's sort of wrong. Alright, we want to keep this one. I definitely am not using that one, I don't think. You are probably not playing Defensive Blast or Disruptive Flechettes. I am going to lose this one. And that is way too many modular realignments. Although I think... Yeah, I'm just gonna lose Field Freeze because that's useless. Did none of... Oh, none of them dealt damage! What? What? Alright, so I have to destroy 3 of these. Can I do it? Well, I have 5 burst cards, so like Tachyon could kill both of the Toy Masters herself. Yes, we can. I could even take the damage from pushing the limits. So I might as well take out all of these, right? Because, I mean, Lightspeed Barrage will take out the Toy Masters. Rocket Punch could take out the Tooth Fairy. So the only question is, how do I get rid of the Granite Oni? I could... Oh, right, we still have this. So I could put this next to the Tooth Fairy. Can't the bounty take out the Tooth Fairy for you? It could. But I would like to use this to get past the damage resistance on the Granite Oni. So I want to get this onto the Tooth Fairy, I think, and then try to somehow do more damage to it. So I could put the whole gang on the Tooth Fairy. I could put Danny Boy out. I could use Danny Boy to hit Granite Oni for 1. And then the first hit of Rocket Punch can hit Granite Oni for 1. And then the second hit can hit the Tooth Fairy. And then Zero could kill the Tooth Fairy. And that destruction will destroy the Granite Oni. So I don't need pushing the limits for that. The only issue though is the Time Crazed Prisoner, I guess. But I could Nimble Strike the Time Crazed Prisoner. And if I want to do... Yes! Nimble Strike, Time Crazed Prisoner. And then Lightspeed Barrage. This would also take Granite Oni down to 1 though. But no, we'll stick with the plan that I so callously, I don't even think that's a word. So cunningly devised. Alright, so that's a mint. I don't have the ability to get the irreducible one. That would also be nice. Oh, there's a displaced armory. Oh, focused plasma cannon will help get past Granite Oni's resistance. I forgot about that. I will play it. And is that already in play? No, it's not in play. Yes! All right. There is not an environment card. So that's not going to do as much as Rocket Punch. So I think we'll just put something in like irreducible damage. Then actually I can take out the Granite Oni myself. Because I forgot about the irreducible thing. Yeah, let's do that. And then Zero could heal himself with Thermal Shockwave. I could impale the dreamer. Zero! That is a 6-year-old child. You don't want to impale her. I should have hit someone else for the lulz. Shuffle! Oh no, it's Char! Whatever shall we do? Okay. That's a mint. So what's the button? I always forget it. F12. Omnitron's like, what happened, guys? There was a fight? You're jealous of my mint? Are you jealous of the hour and a half that I spent on this match? Actually, I guess it was just 1 hour. Are you jealous of the hour that I spent on this? 20 minutes later, still the same round. That was a fun match, as always. I overthink things too much, but I was just really worried about the flip side, and then a lot of things, and then other things, and then more things, and then other things. But yeah.